I'm Marianna Malacek. I make acrylic paintings of imagined interior spaces that celebrate vintage furniture and interior design. I'm really detail-oriented and ultimately really want to capture character, charm, and nostalgia of these old pieces and interior design trends. I've been doing art basically my whole life. My grandma was a watercolor artist, and growing up she let me play with her art supplies. In college is when I gravitated more towards acrylic and painting more everyday domestic objects. And there was one day where I just felt like painting just a small bedroom scene, and I remember wanting to make it look sort of like a dollhouse. And I guess I just kind of unintentionally included some retro elements. So I guess that's kind of what sparked my interest in more retro and mid-century modern design trends, and now led me to painting my little rooms. I think that there's a timeless appeal. Yeah, there's a nostalgia, and people who are older than me recognize it a lot, but also it's definitely back in style, so people my age are decorating their houses with newly made pieces that mimic it, so there's a general appeal towards it, but I really like the older original stuff. I think it's really fun, and I also really love when they're super bizarre looking and they chose the weirdest colors. Why did we have pink tubs? That was such a strange choice. Usually I'll start with a focal piece of furniture and then start finding other pieces that fit that time period. And I'll look on resale and auction sites or old vintage catalogs like Sears and JCPenney catalogs for other pieces that match with that specific era or trend. And once I have all of the pieces to make up a room, I'll assemble them in a little digital collage. So once I have all of that assembled, I'll just transfer it to my panel and start painting. It's really rewarding when people will stop and say oh my gosh, that reminds me of my childhood home or a relative's home. I think it's really cool that something just like a lamp or something like that can be so universal in sparking memories. But it's also fun when people will just kind of laugh at how ridiculous something is. I want my paintings to serve as little portals to past periods, and people can kind of find little traces of their histories in them.